I think about living more of a full life, a magnificent life, an abundant life. And in order to do that, we really have to let go of a sense of normalcy, a sense of living half full. And in order to live an extraordinary life, you have to let go of your normal life. I'm an interiors and architectural photographer. I'm an interior stylist. I'm a speaker. I have had over 900 magazine features. I use my platform to connect with women and to teach them to connect even more to their creativity. It's so much larger than me. Yeah, it's about community, and it's a movement. I just came out with my first book, and the question I get a lot is this my life's work? Is this a culmination of everything that I've been working towards? And that just feels so final for me. I feel like I'm just beginning.
Because you've never written a book before.
No. Debuting. I handpicked everybody in the project who represents this creative voice with new and old ties to the South. I shot over 30 home tours of creative entrepreneurs who are artists, designers, makers, chefs. This is a story that I think had been brewing inside me for a really long time, and I wanted to navigate a way where I could combine something so substantial that I was feeling just through my upbringing. You know, the challenges that I had to overcome in childhood were tough. My dad's an unrecovered alcoholic, and there was abuse, there was instability. We were reared in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We were one of the few Jewish families on the street, definitely as one of the few Jewish kids in school growing up. I remember when I was a child, my mom, she was hovering over me in the Jewish Community Center because there was a sniper on the hotel across the street threatening to shoot us, all because of our religious and cultural beliefs. I know privilege because of the way I look, but I also know discrimination and hate and fear. If anything, it broke me open to come from a place of, let's honor ancestry, let's honor differences, and see how we can all come to the table. And so for me, that vehicle is creativity.
Guys, we are joined by my very, very dear sweet friend, Alyssa Rosenheck, live in studio. Say hello.
Hi guys, it is an honor to be here.
Every time I see you, you are the most put together human. Like, your work on camera and in your book represents truly who you are. You're so real, and I know that ties into what you do. You're also putting a book out. When I first met you, you were telling me about how you transitioned from the corporate world into following your passion.
Yeah, so I went from the corporate world working for 2 Fortune 100 companies to then pivoting, having cancer.
So when you had cancer, were you having enough downtime where you weren't working that's like, instead of going back to work, I'm gonna do what I love and just try something new?
I stopped. I really resigned my corporate career. I had been in it for over 10 years, didn't have a vacation for 6. Stillness came through my cancer diagnosis. My husband now, my fiance then, we were at dinner. We sit down and he looks across the table and he said, Alyssa, you have a tumor growing out of your neck. Sure enough, I had thyroid cancer. Thyroid cancer is a highly survivable form of cancer, but there were scary moments of this where we had thought it had spread to my lungs. There was so much fear of, am I gonna live past 6 months? Am I gonna be able to have children? Is somebody gonna love Ben? All of these things. And whenever you are shaken to your core like that, you rebuild and you start living a more abundant, full life from a place of love. He held my hand through it. So I purchased my camera and I simply read the manual. I had never picked up a camera prior to that point. It was a healing catharsis, my camera. I then had the freedom to spread my wings and really turn my cancer into a gift that gave me so much more than it took away. Just trying to get the life together. It is late. And this one is keeping me company. Moral support over here. Signing. I was showing him all the marketing lists and the email correspondence and the templated forms and the interview prep. It's wild. Okay, I have about 100 more of these to sign. And these are going to, one set's going to Naturalizer, the other set's going to book people in Austin, Texas. So, you know, signing in the era of a pandemic right here. So I'll say this. It has just been wild. I mean, that's the only word I can use for this time and everything going on right now. We originally had an 11-city physical book tour planned. And this was something that we had been working towards and up to for 3 years. When the pandemic hit, all major publishers canceled touring. And I knew that we had to pivot quickly, and that's what we did. We developed a really beautiful virtual tour that was filled with Q&As, Instagram Lives, master classes. Oh, I'm so happy to have you guys with me. I cannot wait for us to get started. And giveaways, which were fun. I love these giveaways. I feel like I'm Santa Claus, Hanukkah Harry, and it's my birthday. It pushed me beyond my comfort level, and I was proud that we were able to do it in the fashion that we did. That was still in alignment with my integrity, and hopefully a really great resource and fun little journey for you guys as well. It is so wild to see people holding this thing that's been 3 years in the making. I am at the beautiful co-working space, Collective 615. We're setting up the day before the book event, and I'm signing 25 books for the select physical guests that get to join us tomorrow night, so they can have a personalized signed copy whenever they kick off the book launch for us. It's about 20.
All right, it's connecting. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well. Good morning. Hi.
Good morning.
We kicked off the day with one of my dear friends, Studio McGee. She's amazing.
I'm going to make it very clear. Her book went live today.
Yeah.
So for someone who loves interiors and creativity and positivity and good messages, it's all of that rolled into one.
Well, thank you. And this lovely lady debuts in it too. So I'm so grateful for your participation and your time with it. And then we bookended it with a local magazine here that I love and adore, Nashville Lifestyles. Brian Berry is a dear friend of mine.
So you profiled these amazing people, some of which are my friends and your friends obviously too.
Yeah.
So, but it's almost like it's a movement, right? So
Yeah.
I want to talk about that. So
Yeah.
how do you develop the New Southern into this movement? Like, what does that mean to you?
To me, the New Southern is grounded in cultural change, where we're really honoring and humanizing our differences through the lens of creativity.
It's substantial. It's also very diverse. And you're actually in our September issue with Keith Urban. How many people can say they're amazing with Keith Urban? Just me and you are really the only one. So we have a full feature on you and on the book. Can they buy the book now?
Yeah, it's out today. Out today. It was witty and light and really allowed us to explore the depth of the project. And it brought women together. We were all socially distanced, we were corona safe, but I'll never forget, there was a woman there and I wasn't expecting her to be there because her mother had some health news that wasn't favorable.
So they confirmed that it is cancer. I got the call, bawled my eyes out for a long time, and then I was like, you have to get in the shower and you have to show up. I needed to be here because I knew like the vibe would be what I need.
You know, if that can sum up coming together in this movement, I feel like pandemic or not, we can still find meaning and purpose in everything we're doing, and we can still turn that shit into something that's really forward moving and good and of value and service driven for others. The New Southern's a progressive, inclusive movement. The morning after book launch, my heart's so full and I feel so seen. I'll show you. So sweet, so thoughtful. Look at all of these beautiful flowers. Like, my heart is just overwhelmed. Last night was so special. It was a big day. I'm bookending today with a really good conversation with Catherine Suki from Draper James. She is so elegant and graceful. Welcome to 2020 virtual tour.
I know. Wouldn't it be nice if we were actually by a fireside on two armchairs?
I know, it would be, I know. I want to take this opportunity just to express my gratitude and appreciation for you joining in. I am so just grateful that you guys are in the book and you guys are celebrating this beautiful moment with me.
We are so proud not only to be in it and to have a mention. I mean, you are a world-respected photographer, and it shows, but the written word as well, it's masterful.
Oh, Catherine, you're gonna make me cry. This isn't just a pretty picture book. That was really the intention behind it, and I'm grateful that you picked up on that.
There is a stillness about this and yet an energy. I think mission accomplished here.
Thank you. And I try to shoot with that intention. My photography philosophy really mirrors and is in alignment with my life philosophy. I talk a lot about shadows and light and what that means. Technically, shadows give light interest. And in life, our shadows do the same thing with our light. We have to also focus on the shadows. We can't have one without the other, and they're both equally important. And in my life, my shadows were my shame around my father's alcoholism, my fear around my cancer diagnosis. Early on, the lack of belief I had in myself. All of those were my shadows. But I explored those shadows and they gave my light a level of interest where I can fully step into my truth and shine my brightest light. And you can too. You don't need to have cancer to be your own brightest light. You don't need to have some life-altering pivot. Success is about showing up every day. Success is about consistency, failing, getting messy with it, and we are all creative. I am living, breathing proof